Lawyers representing former Mental Health Director Dr. Makgabo Manamela have begun their cross-examination of former Life Esidimeni Managing Director Dr. Morgan Kachwa. The strategic plan, which gave the green light for the transfer of mental health care users from Life Esidimeni, is under the spotlight. 144 patients later died of hunger and dehydration after they were transferred to ill-equipped and unlawful NGOs. The inquest was established to find out who should be held criminally liable for the 2016 deaths. Our senior reporter, Chriselda Lewis, has been covering this story extensively. Chriselda, thanks very much for joining us. Just tell us what the latest is.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Nompu. So the virtual court sitting basically heard that when the Mental Health Directorate made several surprise visits to Life Esidimeni facilities, officials found that some patients were undernourished. So lawyers representing the former Mental Health Director, Makgabo Manamela, also told the court that during those unexpected visits to the facilities, officials had also picked up several other challenges. Now, Nompu, this is quite important because you'd remember that it was the Health Ombudsman, Malagapuru Makgoba, that found that the patients had died from hunger and dehydration after they were transferred to the non-governmental organizations which had invalid licenses. So the treatment of patients from when they were still at the Life Esidimeni facilities also came under the spotlight. Let's take a listen to what Advocate Russell Sibara had to say. He represents the former Mental Health Director, and he asked basically the former Managing Director of Life Esidimeni about the condition of patients. Let's take a listen.
Some of the concerns, she advises me that at the time of unexpected visits, the MHD would get reports of suicide or unnatural death within the facilities which were in control by Life Esidimeni. Does that happen during your tenure?
They were all deaths that happened were reported to the department, to the Mental Health Directorate. There were deaths reported during my tenure, yes.
Okay.
And Doctor, I hold instructions further on that score that the issue of conditions with regard to patients undernourished would as well be raised by the department after unexpected visits.
I do not recall a report that ever had a finding of malnourished mental health care users raised.
So basically, Nompu, just before the court adjourned for the lunch break, you also had Dr. Kachwa reiterate that according to his understanding, none of the patients at his facilities were undernourished, and in actual fact, before they were moved from Life Esidimeni, they had all their medication and clothes. That was one of the issues that came under the spotlight, where it had previously been revealed that some of the patients that had been taken to these unlicensed NGOs did not have all their medication as well as clothes. So cross-examination continues of Dr. Kachwa after the lunch break at about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Thanks very much, my colleague there, Chriselda Lewis.